Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to be front of house ready for your worship services. On this channel, I focus mostly on song-specific stuff, and that's going to be parts and tones. And today we're going over the parts for the song Alleluia by Elevation Worship. This one's in the key of B at 125 beats per minute, and it has a similar feel to the song Praise that came out a few years ago. But let's just get into it. So we're in the key of B, and we're going to be starting fretting the low E at the 7th fret. We're going to do, it's a specific pattern. That's the part that's similar to Praise. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So those are the patterns. We're going to go through it 6 times in the very beginning. And there's on the track, they sing through the chorus a few times before they go into the verse a cappella. So once the verse comes in, that's what we're doing. We're going to be on the 7th fret for 6 passes of that, and then come down to the 2nd fret for 2, and then the 4th fret, open, the A at the 2nd fret, the low E at the 2nd fret, and then the 4th fret, open, and then the low E at the 7th fret again. And that's for 2 passes. That's the first verse section. Once we go through that, then we're going to introduce the A string, creating, I don't know if these are double stops or just 2-note chords, but whatever it is, it's what we're doing. Low E at the 7th, A at the 6th. We're going to strike that twice. It's one of those passes, so 3 strikes. And then the A at the 7th fret for the same pattern, back to the 6th. And then the 6th is a 2 times through. And then this repeats up to the A in the 7th. And then down to the low E at the 2nd, the A at the 1st. For two passes. And then the low E at the 4th, the A at the 2nd. The low E open, and then the A at the 2nd, the D at the 1st, back to the low E at the 2nd, A at the 1st, and then the low E at the 4th, A at the 2nd, the low E open, and then the A at the 2nd, D at the 1st. Once we're out of that, we are in our first chorus section. There's a pre-chorus and a chorus. But with all the effects, the first verse and the second verse, so that's what this was, will sound like this. I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, but that's all palm muted. So the entirety of the verses, both this and the next, are palm muted. And so that was verses 1 and 2. Verse 2 is when we introduce the A string. Verse 3 is identical to verse 2, all the way through the pre-chorus and chorus, which we're about to go through. So coming out of that, we're in our first pre-chorus, and we're going to be hanging down here. We're not palm muting for this. We're just playing single notes. The low E at the 4th, the A at the 2nd, back to the low E at the 4th, and then the open low E, open, A at the 2nd, open, and then the A at the 2nd, D at the 1st, A at the 2nd. We go through that 4 times. And the challenge for me in getting this down so I could do the cover video was in making sure my fingers were perpendicular enough to the strings that I wasn't buzzing the string that needed to be ringing. It took me a bit of practice to get that down, but I was able to get it. And then we come out of that into our first chorus. And the stem that I followed for the chord changes just did rakes. But as I listened to the track, I didn't like how kind of small that part felt. So I found the other stem that has the strums and I used that pattern, but with the chord changes happening on the main stem. So that's going to be right here. We're doing a G sharp minor 7, low E at the 4th, muting the A, the D and G at the 4th, to an E, keeping that 4th fret fretted on the G string, but fretting the low E, or I'm sorry, the A and the D at the 2nd. You can hit the low E as well, since this is an E chord. And then a B, fretting the A at the 2nd, D and G at the 4th. And then an F sharp, fretting the A and D at the 4th, the G at the 3rd. We go through that pattern 4 times, and like I said, I strummed it. And the strum pattern, I tried to count it out, but it's a little easier to do it once you're playing along with the band. You can hear the melody. We're following the melody and the drums, but it's something like this. All right, like I said, we go through that 4 times, and with all the effects, that pre-chorus and chorus will sound like this. Coming out of that, we are immediately into verse 3. And like I said, it's the exact same as verse 2. All right, so we go through verse 3. We go through the pre-chorus and chorus exactly like we just did it. And then we're going to be in a post-chorus. So this song, looking at the note, doesn't have a bridge. It's got a post-chorus, and we run through that a couple of times. And so if I'm remembering right, on the stems with the strumming guitar, they're keeping the exact same chord progression that we just did for this part. The G sharp minor to E to B to F sharp, repeating that 8 times. But the other guitar hits, it's like a B major diminished something, I don't know exactly what, on the second pass through. So G sharp minor to E to B to F sharp, G sharp minor to B to E to B to that diminished chord. So, and I just hit the A and the D. Is that correct? Yep, the A and the D at the 1st fret. You could also fret it up here, the low E and the A at the 6th, the D at the 4th. But I had a hard time figuring out how to get from there back to the G sharp minor, just with the amount of movement that was required. It was a little easier for me to hit that 2-note chord. So that's what I did. And so we got that progression. We go through 4 times. So it's, like I said, G sharp minor, E, B, F sharp, G sharp minor, E, B, that B diminished, major diminished, and then back through, we go through that 4. Coming out of that, we're in another chorus, and it's going to be the G sharp minor to the E, to the B, to the F sharp, and then we're going to hit the B again, and then we do an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we do the G sharp minor to the E to the B, and then we do a 4 count before we go into another full chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this part's going to repeat a couple times. We have the post-chorus. We're going through that 8-chord, 8-change progression 4 times. Into the chorus, which is resolving to the B. We're doing that twice. And then we have the chorus that's only the 3-chord change resolving to the B before we go into a full chorus. And after that, so that full chorus is that same main progression 4 times. into a post-chorus that we're running through 2 times, into a refrain, which is the same as the chorus. And then there's a final refrain that we run through G sharp minor to E to B. And then it's a 4 count. We go through that 4 times, and this is the end of the song. And then after the 4th time, there's that 4 count, and then we're going to hit that B chord 3 times, just three hits on that chord. I'm going to run through the post-chorus into the chorus with the counts, and then I'm going to run through the one where we're doing the 3 chord changes, G sharp minor to E to B. I'm going to run that as though it's that final refrain, since those other sections are the same. All right, so with all the effects, that part will sound like this. I hope you found this one helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. If you'd like the resources for this song, you'll find them at a link in the description box below. You'll also find the Sunday Starter Pack, which is a free download for HX Stomp and Helix. Both options come with 2 free presets, a tabbed reference chart, and the HX Stomp download also comes with the MIDI controller guide for controlling snapshots and presets and effects on your HX Stomp from a MIDI controller. All right, hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.